complete for God to reward you. God is a rewarder, but in a point in time where you feel as though God is not faithful, if your passion and your hunger cannot be revived, he will give up on the pursuit. This evangelist came back home and he became depressed. As he became depressed, he gave up on God. Before you know it, a terrible sickness befell him and he died. And he died the death of a pauper. Why? Because he came to a point where his passion, his hunger was lost. This was a person that could never fall sick, no matter the bush he goes, no matter the places he go. A time came, he lose sight of the calling of God, and every kinds of calamity begin to happen. The reason why you are preserved may be simply because you answer the call of God upon your life. And if you feel that God is not fair, so be it. But if you neglect the path of God, it will not take too long before a terrible ailment will come upon you, a terrible affliction. Devil is looking for how to afflict a believer. A believer is safeguarded when he walks in his calling. It doesn't matter whether God did not give you a car. It doesn't matter whether God did not give you a house. I understand God can bless, but with long life and prosperity will I give you. Maybe God is giving you long life, preparing you for prosperity, but you may be looking for prosperity with a short life. So according to the order of God, remain within the crucible of your fire and your hunger for God, because that is the requirement to excel in life. If you backslide yesterday, you will not be here. If you backslide day before yesterday, it is possible that even if God wants to bless you today, you are not qualified for it. God can never bless a man that has given up on him. God will only bless a man that is in current perspective with him. Even if you are trusting God for him to bless you, you must remain revived in your fire and your hunger. We live in a generation where men and women are too busy. Everybody is busy doing all kinds of things except being busy with God. Everybody is so desperate about all kinds of things except being desperate for God. Everybody is so passionate about all kinds of things except being passionate for God. If you are God, will you not be jealous? God is in a relationship with you, and yet again you don't see the need to give him time. You don't see the need to spend time with him. Why do you think he will not be jealous of you? That is the reason why sometimes God will create a situation that will make us return back to him, even if we don't want to come back. Why? Because he wants us to be together. He misses us so dearly. So you must be able to understand the reason why we have to remain revived is so that we can continually be able to advance in God. Backslide today, come back tomorrow. Backslide today, come back tomorrow. It's not the kingdom way. How comes we have been losing people from church? Sometimes it pains me, sir, as a pastor. If I tell you the number of people that backslide per month that I know personally, you'll be shocked and surprised. With all the messages we preach, with all the encouragement we do, even being trying to be genuine without trying to put burden upon them, even try to be genuine without telling them give anything, in fact, if you like, give them food, give them free transport. The person that want to backslide will still backslide. At the tail end, you must choose ye this day who you will serve. There are many people that are so confident, they are so comfortable to serve the devil, and no matter what you do, it will not change it. No wonder God bless you little, we don't see you again. There are many people thinking they are doing God a favor by pursuing after God. You are doing yourself a favor. Do you know why? Demonic spirits are looking for where to occupy, because demons are disembodied spirits. They are looking for where to be able to reside. And peradventure you say no to God, you cannot say no to the devil. So by default, check everyone that has left God. What is their future? They don't even have a future automatically, and now they are so ashamed they cannot return back to God. Your job should not take you away from God. Your boyfriend should not take you away from God. Your marriage should not take you away from God. Your passion and your hunger for God and admission should not take you away from God. A ministry should not take you away from God. An appointment should not take you away from God. A position should not take you away from God. If you become too busy for God, God will become too busy for you. The story of revival is being available for God every time he needs. You have a master and you must be available whenever he calls. So in a world full of busy people, who will be available for God? If God wants men he can use, who is available? Every one of us will say, here am I, send my neighbor. Oh God, I know you want to do something in Akwanga. Here am I, but don't send me. I am too busy. I'm not available. I don't have time. God, can't you see I'm busy? I love my business. I love my academics. Oh God, can't you see I am busy? A generation of busy people, yet again, they lack impact. A generation of busy people, yet again, they are poor. A generation of busy people, yet again, they lack character. A generation of busy people, yet again, they are failures. Are you not tired of being busy doing nothing? When will you shut down and remain with God? Let him add relevance to your life. Everyone that became great in life, make contact with a spirit. You don't know the demonic spirit. You don't know God. You don't take Babalawo serious. You don't take God serious. How can you rise in life? There is no cheap way to go up. The only way to go up is to find an energy that will fuel your conviction. Everybody must appear within an altar, and everybody must present himself as a sacrifice. It's either you present someone or you present yourself. At the apex of it, you must still go. Who will answer the call of God upon your family? Who will be the Joseph in your family? Who will be the David in your family? Who will deliver us in the days of adversity? The day the devil will come in your family, I will not be available. The best I can do is to inspire you now. The best I can do is to motivate you now. If you fail in your family, don't blame me, blame yourself. If you fail in your life, don't blame me, blame yourself. Because every availability I'll be giving unto you. A time came, Judas backslid among many of them. Judas had the best father in the Lord. He had the best company. He had the best atmosphere. Yet again, he backslid. It is possible that you are the problem. Nobody is the problem. So now here, as you appear here, it's time for you to ask the Lord and say, oh God, revive me. I know you have torn me. I know you have smit me. I know you have disappointed me, but oh God, revive me. My hunger is going down. My passion is going down. My burden is going down. Sometimes people think we are foolish. If you know the amount of money some of us used to advance the cause of the gospel, you'll be shocked. And I've always said, anywhere your money is, determine where your passion is. If you are a smoker, all your money will go into smoking. If you are a drunkard, all your money will go into drinking. If you are a womanizer, all your money will go to following women. If you are you like to steeze up, Abi Gen Z, all your money will go into fashion. But imagine if all your money go into something. What about your passion? Your passion is free. What is your passion going into? Where is your passion? Where is your desire? I understand you put your money somewhere else. What about your passion? All what God wants is your passion, your zeal. Can you ask your gaze upon him? The Bible says, as the deer pant after the water brooks, so does my soul longs after thee. I was glad when they said, let us come into the house of the Lord. How can you have a better future outside of God? That future you are planning outside of God is a scam. It will fail in no time. I have never seen a man prosper outside of God, my friends. It is not possible. Wonder why you have been failing all through in life. Wonder why many things have been backward. The question is simple. Your passion, your hunger for God has died. A little mistake you made right now, it became a stronghold. When will you awake again from that mistake and stand upon the fountains of life and begin to demand for life? You are not a failure until your passion has gone. You are not a failure until you give up on God. And we cannot talk about revival until we talk about praying men and praying women. Every move of God is heralded by prayer, proceeded by prayer, and sustained by prayer. Anyone that is calling with God now is a man that is praying. Prayer is not an employment, it's a duty, it's a task, it's a responsibility. Do you know why? We are only revived upon the altar of prayer. The day you stop praying, I don't care whether you are archbishop, you are backslide. All what you have is a good sermon upon your lips. You don't even believe them. No wonder we have a lot of carnal pastors, a lot of carnal bishops, a lot of people that speak about a thing, they can't come into the reality. The deficiency there is just the lack of prayer. Where did the revival go? The day men left the pathway of prayer, the revival go to where we cannot find. The revival travel yonder when men lost their passion for prayer. What happened to your prayer life? I knew when you used to pray so much, everybody complained that you pray too much. Are you tired because they complain? Are you listening to what people are saying? How can you be sustaining God without maintaining a commensurate prayer life? Now prayer is for upcoming believers. Well done, mature believer. Right now you are a mature believer. No wonder your life is in perpetual decadence. The things, demons that were afraid of you, now you are afraid of them. Why? You have lost the culture of prayer. Spirit that could not stand by you, now they cannot press you. You have lost the culture of prayer. The Bible speaks about demons as Beelzebub, prince of flies. And like I said, flies always remain in cold food. When a food is hot, no fly can remain there. Every fly knows their mate. Demons know their mate. No believer that is prayerful can ever be oppressed by a demon successfully well for long. Do you know why? A revived life is a life that carries fire. And when that life carries fire, no oppression can last long. It will be a battle for a while, and you will wrestle and you will prevail. The way is not to give up. The way is to continue to fight. But the way you are going, that you have lost your passion and your hunger because of the mundane carnalities of life, are you sure you have a future in God? How can your family be delivered? Your father started with God, he ended. Your mother started with God, they ended. As I'm talking to you now, your senior brother is a smoker. Your junior brother is a drunkard. You too, you are about to give up in God. What do you think will become of you? Do you know there are patterns and causes that seek to limit men? The only way that you will not permit this to limit you is that you rise up in a hunger through revival.